Hello there and welcome to my reaction to No Time for Breakfast. Whatever that means, it's on Incognito mode channel. It seems like it's internet historian, of course, and many kudos, I think, since they're in the thumbnail. I have no idea what this means, so I have nothing to say. Like, comment, subscribe, become a member. Let's begin.
RPG sponsor video. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Spies. Let's...
006.
Oh, it's this.
Double A battery.
Alright, you are a spy.
No, I'm not.
And you work for the...
I forgot about this.
Services.
Service.
Yes.
ASS.
Like, obviously, the ASS, they are up there in the same league as the CIA, the FBI,
Men in Black. Men in Black 2.
the agents from the Matrix. So, what do you do if, let's say, you're in your commercial flight, you're in coach, because
Yeah.
you know we don't want you to.
I forgot that they made videos
The
like this
government
with
famously
hypotheticals.
Flash out.
It's fucking what for a flight on Qantas?
That's Anthony Albanese personally.
So you're flying to Iceland. So what
Sounds
do you?
cold.
What are you wearing? You're a spy, right? What do you wear?
Tuxedo.
That's immediately perfect answer. Yep.
Yeah.
But with black shorts so people don't get suspicious.
All right. Dress shoes.
And so you
No
don't get...
shoes.
Okay. Now I'm
Too warm.
The sexy air hostess.
What is this, James Bond?
Snacks, anyone? Drinks? Snacks? And then I get up to you, and then I go, "This one's on the house, sir." And I hand you a packet of peanuts, and it's wrapped in a napkin.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, you didn't order any peanuts.
Or a napkin.
And inside, there's a small micro tape.
That's
Oh,
PSP disc.
Okay.
And so you put it in your
Mouth.
phone,
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
and then it starts playing, and it goes...
That's kind of...
It's playing. I'm not even wearing headphones.
Yeah, it's gonna be like everyone will hear.
with the ASS.
Bad spy.
I pull my AirPods out and they're out of charge. Only the left one works for some reason.
We've got a mission for you right now. You're on your way to Iceland.
I'm well aware. I say out loud.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, which we believe you have because you're already on the flight, is to assassinate the president of Iceland. They did 9/11. There was a new one, the Triple Towers. So
Triple
you gotta
Towers?
Take him out. This thing will self-destruct. I hope you didn't like that fucking phone or have any important photos on it or nothing.
Hope you didn't put it in your mouth.
I had Lord of the Rings, Return of the King with Chinese hard-coded subs.
So, what do you do? You've landed
all,
in Iceland.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I'm still in the sky.
okay. What do you do?
Yeah.
I order my drink.
Yes, sir. What would you like?
Glass of Heineken, shaken, not stirred.
Okay. The hostess starts shaking the can at arm's length. It goes everywhere. That'll be $12, sir.
Put it on the ASS.
$2,000 for cleaning.
Okay.
Alright, so I land in Iceland. I get off the plane, I go up to the first Icelandic looking person I can find.
Yep.
I say, "Ah,
Customs,
muy
I
bien,
guess.
Where is your El Presidente?
And they go,
that
oh,
Nord
he's
restaurant?
up on the top of the hill. There's a big igloo at the top.
Je m'appelle. I pat his head
Probably
and
not
walk
connected to
away,
Nordmen.
as
Maybe it is.
custom in Iceland.
And so begins your mission. But first, let's do a little ad time. Have you heard about Opera GX?
No.
Everybody knows that I'm a gamer, and my favorite game is Lego Island 2. I play the
Oh.
multiplayer patch. But oh no, the game is lagging. Sandra, what's happening?
Your browser isn't optimized for gaming.
Oh, if only it was. But it's not.
If only you didn't open 1500
Opera GX.
Incognito mod.
What, the lady from television?
I mean, Incognito
No, it's a brand
tabs.
new web browser that allows you to control all sorts of things.
Wow, I can turn down the CPU usage, the RAM, even the download speed with my browser. That way I can run it in tandem with all of my gaming. I'm so excited, I might just say a gamer word. Mexicans. I can say Mexicans. Why can't I say Mexicans, Sandra? Keep that in.
You can, but why is this...
Sandra. And the X stands for keeping it real. I can connect my Twitch.
Why
I can
is that a
connect my
gamer
Discord,
word?
I can even connect my Facebook Messenger and talk to very old relatives. Don't mind that. That's just Grandma saying hello. Light mode, dark mode, fruity de mer, more Mexican stuff. It's also got animated backgrounds. And I'll tell you what, they've got this thing called the GX Corner. You get
Oh
free
my
games, you
God.
get a bunch of deals and stuff, and you've got a release calendar date. It's brilliant. Use our link to get Opera GX, and it has a feature that displays all the new videos from us.
Oh.
Not only that, Mo, but you can go to the Opera GX mod store and install our special mod.
Look at this amazing wallpaper and theme. What else does it do?
This is what the background music sounds like. Isn't it great?
Oh, look what the sound it makes when I type on the keyboard. That won't get annoying.
Open a new tab.
All this and more.
Wow.
And not only that, you can enable or disable all of these elements, or here's Moist Critical's one. You can fiddle with that and have a weird admixture. Look, we had a baby. But hold on, Sandra. I'm
What?
so loyal to my old browser, and it's got all my previous bookmarks and stuff.
Just import them all.
Oh, no, you can
your
import
passwords
them?
and cookies.
Lady from the television has really thought of everything. I've got my wallet, Sandra, and I am headed out the door right now to go buy this new browser.
Wait a minute, Mo. It's free, and you can just download it from.
operagx.gg/incognito mode.
Also, they've got a pretty good social media. It just shitposts all day long. So go to operagx.gg/incognito mode. Add over. Back to the mission. All right, so
Yay.
what kind of gadgets do you have?
Spying
Give
time.
me a wait. You're my cue.
This is a flashback. Ah, Mr. Kutos. As you see, we have plenty of gadgets. Come, let us tour the facility. And there's
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
sorts of quirky things happening in the background. All right, what gadgets can I make for you?
Give me a gun that can shoot tiny bullets.
Right, how small? How small are the
It's
bullets?
like a millimeter across, but it's still a normal sized gun.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
got a really thin barrel.
Right,
It's
but
like-
the idea is you can have like 400 bullets in there.
No, it doesn't fit that many.
You can't be the world's worst spy. You got to have something practical.
No, it makes sense because it's really quiet because it's small.
All right.
But just the barrel's really thin, but it's like really thick metal. So I've got that.
What else have you got? What else you got?
I've got an umbrella with
Oh.
a poison dart tip in it.
Oh, that's quite good. Yeah. What else you
I'm
got?
just, you know what? Not even poison. It just injects water, but you can, you die if you get water in your bloodstream. So I'll just do that.
That's definitely not true.
Yeah, that
Wait,
isn't
isn't
true.
it?
No. What do you think
Air.
a saline drip is?
Okay, air. It blows air into your bloodstream. That
Yes.
kills you.
All right.
That-
so
that
what-
will.
You got a bike pump.
In an umbrella. It's like pressurized at all times. Because yeah, if you get air in your bloodstream, it hits your heart and you fucking die.
Yes.
Yes.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does that.
I mean, you
no
got to
trace.
hit the vein, and there's definitely a trace. But yeah.
No, not the way I do it.
All right, Mr. Kudos, those are some pretty mid gadgets. Let me show you.
Yeah,
some
they
of
are
what
pretty
the
mid.
Gadget Master has been working on. So
Okay.
here, what looks like a regular ballpoint pen.
I pick it up and I go to click it.
Careful with it. Don't click it. You click this pen once, makes a very satisfying sound, doesn't it? Yes, you could do this all day long with a pen like this. Irresistible
Oh,
to man.
God.
As soon as you hand this off to someone, they'll be immediately distracted for the next 15 minutes, just feeling that satisfying ka-thunk noise every time.
Stop clicking!
Does it have like a gun in it or poison or?
The haptic feedback in this pen is just so satisfying.
Why is it
You
annoying
cannot
when someone else
possibly
clicks the
stop.
pen, but
Look,
when you do it, it's
ordinary
satisfying?
wristwatch, perhaps, Mr. Kudos.
A Rolex. You know me too well.
Yes, well, why don't you press that button there?
This isn't going to be another one of your satisfying pen gimmicks, is it?
Put the watch back down, Mini Kudos. This other watch, though.
Okay. Another Rolex, indistinguishable from the previous. So that the movie edits this doesn't have to download a new PNG.
Yes, well, synchronizes perfectly with Icelandic time.
Oh,
In Iceland is currently 1 a.m.
Ah,
what a
look,
fantastic
your
gadget.
company-issued credit card.
Didn't he already have one?
A razor sharp tip that you
Oh,
can
I like
use to throw at people.
Oh, yeah.
Or
I like
cut
that.
yourself
Ninja
when you
Star credit
It's
card.
take it out of your wallet.
It's loaded with $60 in prepaid funds.
Well, by the time
Wow,
you, get up
you
to
can buy a
flight, it'll be
AAA game.
48, but,
But an old
check out
one.
These cufflinks, we've been working very hard on.
What do they do?
Well, if you
They
squeeze
look
your
good.
left cufflink, it stops time.
Fucking
But only
hell.
temporarily.
I don't think I'll need that one, Q. That seems a bit low grade as far as your gadgets go. All I need is 5 pounds of American lead.
Also, one last thing.
5
Over here.
pounds
I
with
have
that
a
gun
device
is
for
probably
you
a
just
lot.
when you get kidnapped. Well, after this whole setup
Wait,
thing.
wait, what?
Ah, yes, it's Bertie Bott's Every Emotion McNuggets. Perhaps you should take a 20-pack.
Is this one moldy or just green?
That is the feeling of pure envy distilled. See this red one? That makes people angry. See this blue one? That makes them sad.
Don't
What
feel
does
dark.
this
No?
polka dot
Oh.
one make you feel?
Racist.
Oh. I'm not sensing any change.
So we can't explain it, but some people are immune. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
As
sure.
you're walking up to the presidential igloo. Now what?
I'm gonna scope it out first of all.
Right. That's a good idea. It's like a number one thing in the handbook. They're like, always plan ahead.
Yeah, I pull out my Q phone, which is like the iPhone,
Yeah.
the one that Q designed,
Oh, I like that. Yep.
and I'm gonna
What's
Google
Q? Is that an
Infiltrating
actual
Iceland.
thing?
I installed the Facebook Messenger app on there, by the way, so that we can just keep in touch. Bing. Hey, how's the mission going? Smiley face.
Good. And then I use the thumbs up, and then I set my nickname to be something so it's not my real name, so no one will know. But anyway, I
That's right.
Google President of Iceland, and then I search President of Iceland house, and then after that I search ways into President of Iceland house.
Oh, that's a good one. By the way, there's one more little hidden gadget. So you may notice that you are wearing one of those Akubra hats.
One of
Press
those
this
things.
little button on the side. The corks with the strings drop down.
Oh.
A little something to remind you of home. Okay, so you are now outside the president of Iceland's house. So
All right.
what do you do? How do you take
I guess
this
he can
guy out?
drown
Are
now
there
with the
any
corks.
guards blocking the main entrance?
There are 2 guards outside the building and 2 more guards that look suspiciously like snowmen, but you can't be sure.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sneak up on these snow they thems, and I'm going to
Breathe very
karate
hard
chop
so they will
them on
melt.
the neck. part
That's
of the-
lethal.
not the way I do it.
Oh, okay.
So I do that.
Yeah, just snow.
I look at the other one and I do a backhanded karate chop.
Also, turns out to just be snow. I should have known from the carrot.
Okay, I dive into a bush. I scratch my chin and say, oui. How am I going to get myself out of this one?
All right, you're now in a bush. You suddenly overhear on the radio.
Oh, we got 2 snowmen down. High alert.
Now, the 2 guards out the front go to check up on Snow Team SEAL 6, right?
Snow cheap. That's
The
not
2
very
guards are
quiet.
You can now go right through the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. So you're busting through there. Boom.
Yep, I pull out my gun with the very noticeably thin barrel.
So you scan the room. It is not what you think. There is
What
no
is it?
president of Iceland. Instead,
What?
there is a different president. The president of Australia is there on the ground and he is dead.
I didn't do this. I would never do this unless I wanted to or it was convenient.
And then suddenly,
Oh, high alert. High alert.
a bunch of Icelandic guards come rushing into the room. Oh my god, he's killed the president of Australia. You are taken in.
Why was he even there?
Okay.
We're gonna have some questions for you, Mr. Kudos.
Did
And
just
then
guards
they
set
pull
him
out
up?
the microchip from behind your ear. And then,
No!
yeah, it's like now it's all like radio silent, and then you got like no contact with ASS anymore, right?
What? No more
So the screen goes
Facebook,
dark,
no!
And we cut to like a week later.
Yeah.
And you're in a basement somewhere. You're tied to a chair. You're half naked.
Which half?
The left half.
No, not lefty.
And there's a man who's going to question you. Ah, Mr. Kudos, you will talk eventually. We can keep you here for months, maybe
Hey,
years.
he's seen you on the
Why
phone.
did you do it? Why did you kill the Prime Minister of Australia? Ha 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 ha. He's maniacally laughing. Right?
See,
I'm gonna say
pixel
you're
arted
never gonna get me to
with a
talk.
scar
Now, what
over
are you
his
gonna do?
eye.
How are you going to get out of this sticky
Through.
situation and redeem your name?
Okay, describe this room for me.
It is a dark basement. You are tied with a fairly loose rope to a wooden chair, and your hands are tied behind your back.
Okay, what gadgets do I have on me, if any?
They have taken your gun.
Yeah, is this the one with the very,
That's the
very
one. You've
thin
got the
barrel?
bike pump umbrella. You've got the pen that goes kathunk, and you've got the 20-pack of Bertley whatever's every emotion McNuggets.
All right,
Including
I'm gonna say,
racism.
Please, whatever you do,
Unless
don't
there was only
scratch
one
the part
head.
of my head where this button on the Akubra head is.
Oh, really?
Yes, please. What do you? You can pull my fingernails. You can pull my balls. You can pull my ball nails, but whatever you do, don't touch the spot on my hat.
Looks like you're too late, Mr. Kudos, as I am pressing it now. Bing.
All of the corks fall out, and I say,
Hatch to meet you.
"G'day, mate," and I whip my head so fast that the corks whip him in the face.
Womp womp. It's a 3. Oh, my eye and the bridge of my nose. But actually, I'm fine.
Those are
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
I was
corks.
kind of hoping that the corks would like kill him in some way.
No, it's slightly. It bumped me right on the cornea, but I'm okay now. Anyway, and I grab a crowbar. You'll pay for that, Mr. Kudos. As I begin.
I also hate to see beautiful wooden furniture damaged.
You've already played that card, Mr. Kudos. And
I
I
hate when-
fell for it, and you got me right in the eye. It really hurt.
Okay, but no, that was before. That was for that reason.
Feels
This
like there's
new
something
reason,
in there now.
This new reason is not anything like that.
Who do you work for, Mr. Kudos?
Okay, I'll tell you anything, but please, my only request is that you give me one of the beautiful chicken McNuggets that I have in my satchel over there. But whatever you do, don't eat one yourself. I want all of them for myself.
Oh, really?
Please, the brownish green ones.
Your
are my favorite.
psychology,
You don't eat that
again,
one, sir. Please give it
strikes
to me.
again.
Don't you know where you are? This is the place where I'm really mean to people.
Oh,
Boy, did
no.
that backfire. And then, anyway, I'm going to roll the dice and... Alright, 16. Oh, guess I'll eat that specific McNugget then.
Not that one.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Wow, I should have really eaten that with some sauce or something. These things are terrible dry.
Looks like you fell right into my trap. That nugget instills you with an intense fear of social interaction and general anxiety.
Oh no, I ate
No.
the shyness nuggie.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But here's the thing.
Shyness
Everything you do
nugget.
feels uncomfortable.
Stop
This whole
looking at me.
interaction is awkward. You're doing so many social faux pas right now. How are you ever going to live this one
Oh,
down?
he's half naked, and I accidentally looked at one of his nipples for slightly too long. I wonder if he's
How long does the
thinking about
nugget
fact
last?
that I was looking at it.
I bet all the other torturers are talking about you in a group chat that they have that you're not
Would
in.
it be okay if I turned you around while I torture so that we don't have to look at each other?
That would be fine. Just unbolt this chair and I'll stand up and turn around.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh,
Come on,
okay.
you're taking too long. This is starting to get weird. A good torturer would have done this by now.
Oh, okay. And then, alright, so we untied it. Now what?
Like, I'm going to run backwards and smash into him with the chair in the hopes that the chair kind of like breaks in the process.
Okay, let's roll the dice. It does not work. You bounce right off.
Okay, so, is the door open?
Yes. All right, so you go running out. You're out of there now. You're beep, beep, beep. Alarms are going off. You got to get out of there, Mr. Kudos.
All right, I look around. So we're in Iceland. I imagine there is some ice. Is there like a slick patch of ground?
There is.
All right, I'm going to
Of course.
run at it. I'm
Why
gonna
wouldn't
roll
there be?
as
It's
fast as I can on the
Iceland.
chair, then I'm going to jump and land sideways and then skid as fast as I can using the side of the chair.
Oh, that's quite good. And then two guards come running up, and you have a McNugget in each hand, and you go, and they go shoom, right in each of their mouths.
And they
Why are
can't
you on
help but
his
chew and
side?
Swallow. Which two nuggets were they specifically?
One was the intense desire to kiss, and the other one was the intense desire not to kiss. Now the guards
Wow.
are fighting.
It's very
over kisses.
specific.
Stop it! I don't want to, Greg. I would really like to, Steve. They're
Not to-
distracted, and you just go sliding right by. You grab one of their guns on the way out too.
The thing about Icelandic guards, and a lot of people know this, their holsters are around their ankles.
Yep, and then so you got.
Oh,
that,
normal
and
gun,
it's sliding
disgusting.
right out there. Now what are you gonna do?
I'm going to shoot the gun behind me to use the
Yeah.
force
Propel.
to ping myself down the hall.
Oh yeah, when like the tanks fire their guns backwards to go drive faster. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a dice. Oh my god, you got a perfect 20.
Oh
Yes.
god, he's gonna launch himself to
Well, you-
to Australia with that
Not
gun.
only do you fire the gun backwards and it works, the bullets will ricochet off the walls, hit the bottom of the chair leg, and give you even more momentum, sending you sailing out of the third-story window of the building. You go falling through the air, land on the ground, on the feet of the chair, they break, and you land in a karate stance uninjured. Now what, Mr. Cruz? Also, for monetization, somehow inexplicably you got half your clothes back.
I reach into the tuxedo and I
Okay.
pull out.
Fair
You
enough, I
already
guess.
know what I'm going to say. I pull out the pistol, which I would like to point out has an exceptionally thin barrel.
Right. And what pun do you say?
I say,
Indeed it does.
ice cock, bro, and then I cock the gun.
Oh, yeah, that's quite good.
I have to do it very gently because the really cannot stress how thin the barrel is. It could just snap at like
Sick
a
of hearing about this
sneeze.
stupid gun. I'm rolling a dice.
Snap it. Oh.
It's a 10.
That's
I'm
middling.
gonna say that it causes the gun to bend.
Fuck. Okay, so now I've got a 45-degree hook to it, which
Yeah,
I
you
can
go-
now use to shoot around corners.
All right. So now what? So you
Of
have
course,
been set
yeah,
up
sure.
to kill the president of Australia, and now you've got to get some intel to prove that you were set up, and then you got to, get revenge or something.
This country was built on checks and balances, and the only way I can balance one president's death is with another.
There must be a clue or something.
Yes, I'm going to go back to the scene of the crime because here's the thing. Nobody expects that the killer would go back to the scene of the crime.
True,
So I'm gonna
that-
go
yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
is
hoof it
accurate,
over
yep.
To where the president of Australia, presumably it's still just been left.
Yeah. So you go back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Now, on the ground, you see something very peculiar. A pen with a very satisfying ka-thunk sound. Only one other
It's a
person
setup.
had access to such a device.
I mean, like
Someone who could
all the
only
way
be
from the
viewed
beginning, it's a
through
setup.
wibbly wavy flashback vision.
Uh-huh. That's right.
What the fuck? Hold on. Are you telling me?
It's a poison umbrella.
Dun, the setup. What a twist. Never saw it coming.
Oh, how's the mission going, buddy?
All right, I need to hoof it back.
Ah, it seems you've figured out my plans, Mr. Kudos. Very astute of you.
Ka-thunk?
How very astute of you, Mr. Kudos, to have figured it out. Sorry, I didn't have breakfast. I'm just catching up now.
But why, Q? You made gadgets for my wedding. You made gadgets for my kids' births. You helped me conceive.
Should have showed the
Well,
gun with a
I
small
wasn't
barrel.
going to betray you, Mr.
Thin
Kudos.
barrel.
But then someone gave me a shiny $100 bill. And every man
I
has
mean,
his
that's
temptation.
fair.
And what will you do about it? Ka-thunk. But what if you took a look at these swimming goggles? And then I throw them. And then when they land near you, they go up in a puff of nerve gas, and you have to roll out of the way.
I'm going to dive behind an Icelandic snowmobile made of gold.
You sure are good at ducking and weaving, Mr. Kudos.
Of course.
Maybe you should take the time to smell the roses, and then he just throws some roses. They turn into missiles, and they go flying towards you.
Oh! I'm going to dive behind 38 unique wigs.
Yes,
Well,
he is.
Mr. Kudos, looks
He's
like
going
you've
for
got
the
some
other's
spots
neck.
Now, in all seriousness, would you like a stick of gum? No tricks.
I don't know if I trust this man, but I didn't get to brush my teeth this morning. I walk gingerly towards Q, and I reach out to get
You're
a
gonna
stick
go
of
for
gun.
it. You're gonna. Q's there with like absolute surprise on his face. You're gonna grab the stick of gum.
That's the least
Okay.
thing he expects.
Here you go.
That is true.
You grab the stick of gum, and once you pull it,
Wait, here's the thing.
right.
Flashback. I'm behind the 38 wigs. I take the pistol.
Right.
I place
What
it
kind
down
of
my
pistol? We're gonna
pants,
say this
and I'll
now?
remind you that it was bent previously at 45 degrees. I place it down my pants in my gooch area so that the barrel is now pointing
Up.
upwards.
Oh.
Flash forward back to present day. I go to reach towards the gum. I say, hold on, Q. I've actually just got a bit of an itchy ball sack. Should we've all been there? And I scratch my
I
perineum.
understand, Mr. Kudos. Go
That is
on.
fair. Go
Scratch it if
scratch.
you must. It
And
will
I
be the last thing you ever do.
Wait, why? I thought we just had
Because
some
once
gum.
you grab this stick of gum, it will explode.
Well, anyway, and I do a behind, not a front scratch, a rear scratch, and I fiddle around until I find the trigger.
Boy, he's
And I
really
pull
getting
it.
up in there, isn't he?
It's a really deep itch.
A gunshot goes off. Huh. You've got me right in the heart. Q falls to the ground. Dead.
They said 1 millimeter wouldn't be enough,
I underestimated the caliber
said
of
dead.
man that you really were, Mr. Kudos.
And then I lean over and I blow the smoke out of the barrel. And I walk off into the sunset.
Da, 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 da. You know, otherwise, I imagine Mr. Kudos.
I would
gets on the
honestly
back
watch
of his
this movie
motorcycle,
over
and his girl
James
jumps on
Bond
the back
movies or
too,
something.
And off
And
they go.
it's the air hostess from earlier. She was actually on my side the whole time.
Oh yeah, inexplicably somehow she was, and you both go right.
I think they both landed in Iceland, right?
Do not forget operatic GX. The G stands for excellent.
Does it? Does it now? All right. This was a treat. I forgot they did this. I think this is only the second episode of this kind of thing where they just go through like a scenario in a little bit kind of a D&D manner with the roles, and then like a I forgot what he's called. Like the guy who's not playing but coming up with the scenario and stuff. The game master, right? Something like that. Anyway, this was fantastic. And thank you everybody for watching this. I appreciate it a lot. I hope to see you next time, and goodbye. Have a great life, because one of us has to.